Graph theory is the study of networks, and networks can basically represent anything. Suppose we have some villages, and we call this village A, this village we call B, this one C, this one D, and the last one we call E. And these villages are connected with each other. So suppose there's a path between village A and B, between B and D, between D and C, and D and E, and one between A and C, like this. And graphs are isomorphic, meaning that we can draw this network in a more abstract way, which we're gonna call a graph. So suppose we take village A, and it's connected to B and to C. So we can draw this in a graph like this. A is connected to B, and A is connected to C as well. We see that D is connected to B and to C and to E. So if we're gonna draw this, it's connected to B, it's connected to C, and to E. So this is basically a graph. And isomorphism means that these two are the same because they have the same connections. And in graph theory we call the points vertices, and the lines between the points we call them edges. And mathematically we write a graph as G equals to the set of vertices and the set of edges. And the set of vertices we write as, we have A, B, C, D, and E. So we write A, B, C, D, and E. We have a set of edges, which is, this is an edge, and it's between A and B, so we call the edge AB. We have one between B and D, so we call it BD. And we can also say DB, it would be the same because the edge goes both ways, it doesn't matter. We have an edge DC. We have another one between A and C, so we can call it AC. And we have the last one between D and E, which we call DE. So this would be the set of edges. We also have a term neighbors, and neighbors basically means to which vertices is a vertex connected to. So if we look at vertex A, the neighbors of vertex A is B because it's connected to B, and it's also C because it's connected to C. The neighbors of vertex E would be only D because it's only connected to E. Then we have also something as degrees, which we write as a D. And the degree basically means to how many vertices is a vertex connected to. So if we look at the degree of vertex A, it's connected to B and C. So those are two vertices. So the degree of vertex A is 2. The degree of vertex B would also be 2. The degree of vertex C would also be 2. The degree of vertex D will be 3 because it's connected to B, C, and E. So those are 3 vertices. And the degree of vertex E is only 1. And we note the minimum degree of a graph like this. And the minimum degree of a graph means which vertex of the graph has the lowest degree, which in this case is the vertex E, which has a degree of 1. So the minimum degree of G is 1. We also have something as the maximum degree, which we note like this, which means the vertex of the graph which has the highest degree, which in this case is 3.